Hello everyone, I'm Tibisay Morgandi and I'm here to talk to you about the module on international energy law and ethics. So in this module, we will discuss international energy law, so the rules and principles that govern interstate energy activities, and the ethical questions that arise in connection with energy activities. Think about a situation in which a state grants a license for the exploration and exploitation of oil and gas resources, either onshore or offshore. These activities can cause several ethical issues and it can cause pollution, can cause the displacement of indigenous people living on their land, can also cause greenhouse gases emissions. So there are a number of ethical issues that arise because when harm occurs, what do we do to address it? And are we the generation that need to address it, or will we ask the future generation to deal with this? It's a 15-credit module, and we will zoom in and out different aspects related to international energy law and ethics. We will start from basics and look at topics such as the energy trilemma, the basic rules and principles, concepts such as CSR, corporate social responsibility, or the new way of calling CSR, which is ESG, environmental, social, and governance, which are essentially ways in which we try to hold companies accountable for the harm that they can cause in the place where they're based or abroad. But we will also look at domestic and international frameworks that try to address these ethical issues, and in particular, domestic and international framework that try to impose reporting requirements on companies. They need to report on the harms that they may cause either in the place where they're based or in their supply chains, and due diligence obligation, which is essentially identify these risks of harms and take steps to try to avoid these harms from occurring. We will also look at investment law and the ethics of investment in the energy sector, because the energy sector requires a lot of investment and often is foreign direct investment. So we will zoom in and dedicate one class to this, which is often given by a guest lecturer that comes from a top law firm based in London. We're lucky to be based in London and in Holborn. And for that reason, I always like to invite a guest lecturer. And then we will finish off with climate change, which, as I was mentioning before, is obviously one of the hottest topics. And there are a number of ethical issues that arise in connection with climate change. What world are we leaving to the future generations? How are we going to stop global warming? How are we going to limit the rise in the global average temperature to 1.5 or 2 degrees Celsius above 1919 pre-industrial levels? So there are a number of questions that we will look at, but we will look specifically at ethical issues. So climate refugees, issues of migration. So it's a module that is cross-cutting. As you can see, we cover different things, and it should appeal to all specialisms that are offered here in our LLM program. In terms of my teaching style, I use a Socratic method. So I expect students to have done the readings before coming to class and engage actively in class and interrupt me, ask me questions. And we always do in-class exercises as well. And in terms of the assessment, I allow students to pick their own topic for an essay that they will write at the end of the semester. And the students will need to present on their topic. Obviously, we will have a discussion. I will make sure that they choose the right topic. But it can be a topic related to any of the issues that we will discuss in class, and also to their jurisdictions, because I know students like to do that, but of course they can do also something different. So the presentation will account for 30% of the final mark, whereas the essay will account for 70% of the final mark. So I hope I've given you a flavor of what this module is about. As I said, you don't need prior knowledge in the energy sector. We will cover all of that. And I look forward to engaging with you and with students coming from different backgrounds and different jurisdictions. So I hope to see you in my class.